The main question is, I suppose, why are we here? Well, we're here to launch a new charity, the only charity of its type in Scotland, specifically supporting research and supporting funding into secondary breast cancer. What is secondary breast cancer? Well, secondary or metastatic breast cancer, for those who don't know, is cancer that's moved from the breast to other organs in the body, most normally the bones, the liver. When the initial cancer moves into another part of the body, they then form a new tumour. And the secondary tumour is still a breast tumour. What's the image you get from breast cancer? What's the slogans that you hear? You hear, I'm on my last treatment. I kicked cancer's butt. Or, you're the strongest person I know. You guys will beat this. Well, for those with secondary breast cancer, there won't be a last treatment. The truth is, at the end of the day, they can't beat it. Now, this has to change. And that's where we come in. It's estimated at the moment that there are 35,000 people currently living with secondary breast cancer in the UK, and it's a disease which kills, on average, 1,000 people in the UK every single month. Now, initially, all funds raised by the charity are going to be donated to the secondary breast cancer research team at the University of Edinburgh, who are at the forefront of research.
The question is secondary breast cancer curable? It's not. Is it treatable though? It is treatable. And the treatments are no longer one size fits all. There is an urgent need to identify new target agents. How do we do that? We need to understand the biology of the metastatic breast cancer. We need funding, we need tissue from breast cancer patients that they have metastatic disease, and we need the right staff and the right teams in order to run the experiments. In CRUK Edinburgh Centre, we have the staff, the equipment and the expertise to run high quality experiments.
Let me take you back to spring last year. I was 34 years old. I was relatively fit-ish. We had a great life, obviously mum to Cameron, wife to Ewan. We were going on holidays. Life was really good, and breast cancer was not something that had ever crossed my mind. I went into the shower one day and I found a bit of an indentation on my left breast. At that point, I spoke to Ewan. I showed him it. He thought it didn't look quite right, so I made an appointment at my GP. My GP told me at that point that there was nothing to worry about, that it was just hormonal. 5 weeks later, I attended the Western General. I was seen by a lovely doctor there who examined me. She then asked if I would go down for an ultrasound and a mammogram. At that point, I think the cogs in my head started turning, and I thought, okay, there's maybe something not quite right here. And at the end of that day, I was told that I had breast cancer. I can't even explain to you how that felt. And I think I just went a little bit numb at that point. However, 48 hours later, I had to go back to the Western. So I attended the Western and underwent that examination, and at the end of that day I was told that it had metastasized. It had spread to my bones, which meant that it was incurable, and I had stage 4 breast cancer. I still can't really comprehend those words. Even today, a year on, it's still hard to believe that I have incurable cancer, but I am trying to turn it into a positive, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing with Make Seconds Count. Once I had been diagnosed, I started on a bit of a surgery journey. I had to have my spine reinforced in 2 places due to it unfortunately collapsing, as the cancer had technically eaten my spine. I then had to have a spinal block in my neck, again to address the issues that I was having. After I finished chemotherapy, that was around about October last year, I did have a good month, which was nice. I thought the treatment was working, everything was seeming positive. I had a lumpectomy in the January, which went fine, and then boom, it was in my brain. And it happened like that. My world collapsed at that point. That is how cruel this disease is. But that's one person's story. And there are thousands of people in the UK who have the same story as me, and that's wrong. That's something that we need to address. And I know from my family alone and my close friends, not one of us has heard of secondary breast cancer. It's crazy. That's why we need to make a song and dance about it. That's why we are standing here tonight. We need to raise awareness. We need to raise funds for vital research. And to do that, I need all of your help. I can't do this alone. We've got a fantastic board behind us, but we need fundraisers. We need people that might look at corporate sponsorship, people that can help us by providing services. Anything you can do to help us, we want to hear about it. Please come and chat to us. I need to stay here. I have a little boy I want to see grow up. And because of that, together, we have to make seconds count.